Patch 6.2 was released this Tuesday, the 23rd of June, 2015, and after spending a full day in Tanaan jungle, I quickly came to the conclusion that I hated it. I wrote up a video script that was basically nothing more than seething anger and venom, and I even went so far as to record it. But then I decided to scrap that work entirely. I thought it would better serve my channel if I took a more constructive approach to shitting on the new content. I want to dissect it piece by piece and discuss why I think it's a failure. I also want to point out how I would have handled things differently if I were in charge. Of course, most of my suggestions to improve Tanaan are coming at a time when it's far too late to fix things. The jungle is what it is, and we're not going to see any major overhauls. But perhaps going forward, Blizzard might find a way to use my video as a reference tool, should they ever stumble upon them on YouTube. Regardless though, my biggest goal here is just to document my first impressions of our new map. I'm going to approach this by making a series of short videos where I can focus on one topic per video. And there's no rush to complete this project, right? I mean, after all, we're going to be stuck in Tanaan for a long, long time. So sit back, relax, grind away your millions of mobs while I occasionally upload a video to cry about how my beloved game currently sucks. Part 1. Invasion. To begin the invasion of Tanaan Jungle, we first need to build a shipyard. The quest chain that rewards this function is so short and basic it might as well not even exist. I think the flight time to your objective and back takes longer than completing the actual objective itself. Once our shipyard is operational, we're asked to maintain it by playing a slightly modified version of the Garrison Facebook game. I'm a big-time achievement hunter, and even I'm having trouble finding the motivation to do this. It's just not appealing to me whatsoever. I'm totally burnt out on frivolous repetition. But thankfully, the ship missions themselves aren't mandatory content, so I'm able to skip them and concentrate my efforts on more important matters, like invading Tanaan. Khadgar does his best to make this invasion sound like an epic endeavor, but it's not. The one time you get to ride a ship from your own shipyard is nothing more than a pathetic loading screen. Khadgar could have just teleported us to the new map and it would have been the exact same experience. Our fancy new ship plays no part in the invasion, and we're not traveling with a group of soldiers. We're flying solo on this adventure, but I suppose none of that matters anyway because the shores of Tanaan aren't even defended by the Iron Horde. This place is more vacant than the development team offices at Blizzard Entertainment. So if I were in charge of designing Tanaan, the first thing I would have done is make our arrival more memorable. Have our ships blasted to pieces before we even reach the dock. Make us swim to the shore while trying to avoid a hail of bullets and cannonballs. Once we set our feet on the ground, we realize our nightmare has only just begun. The shores would be fortified with mines and other obstacles, the same hellish technology Garrosh was planning to devastate all of Azeroth with. This D-Day should have been amazing. Instead, we're just tasked with casually strolling down an empty road. The invasion of Tanaan! Even the biggest Blizzard apologists are going to have trouble defending how lackluster it was. Unfortunately, it sets a precedent on how lame the rest of the map truly is. The construction of Volmar, the New World boss, the Saber Stalkers. There are plenty more disappointing things for me to whine about. And some of you say whining's what I do best. So stay tuned for those rants in future videos. Thanks for watching. Later.